Apache has been positioning to keep up with the demands of propane storage manufacturing, with 30% of production dedicated to bulk storage tanks in the past 18 months. Here are partners LPG and NH3 and end user Pirkle Gas with their strategies responding to the propane supply challenge.
Well, last year was what we would call the perfect storm. We had a lot of issues take place all at the same time in conjunction with a pipeline reversal. Part of the issue was we had a very wet crop with huge yield, and all of the Midwestern states ended up needing to dry the crop at the same time, which is very unusual. Usually the southern part of the Midwestern states will dry first, and then as that crop matures and dries, it goes farther north. So there's not such a massive demand for crop drying all at one time. So all of that hit at the same time, and then that ran right into an early, cold, and sustained winter. So there was never time to actually restore the inventory of propane that is typically there. There's not a propane shortage. In fact, we export a fair amount of propane as an industry. However, when all that crop drying took place all at once, and which ran into a sustained cold winter, there was a constant draw on the inventory which could never keep up. Also at the same time, there was a pipeline reversal that didn't go into effect until March of this year. However, the pipeline was down on rolling outages approximately every 2 weeks to change pump directions around and so on and so forth. So there was limited supply coming from the pipeline, a massive amount of inventory draw, and also at the same time there was a rupture of a major natural gas pipeline from Canada that ended up shutting down one of the 3 legs of natural gas coming into the Midwestern market. Because of that breach of the one line, they temporarily shut down the second natural gas line, which in turn kicked on all of the propane air standby systems in the Midwestern area, which typically doesn't happen. So that, in essence, created the perfect storm. Now the only solution to getting propane into the Midwestern market is via rail. So that has increased the demand for rail terminals, and it has also increased the need and demand for additional on-site large storage at literally every retail propane gas marketer.
Okay. Our 2 main types of customers are home heat customers and corn drying customers. That'll be our first season we come into. And what also in this state, what has happened is we've lost our Cochin pipeline, which supplied 40% of the propane into the state of Minnesota. So we felt that we needed more storage to get over those bumps in the road when we're waiting for gas to come into the pipe, so we can keep our customers going. The corn drying will be the first season that we come into, and what has happened in their business throughout the last 10 years is they've all put in bigger dryers, and so with those bigger dryers they need gas faster, so the pipeline just can't keep up. So we added more storage to help supply that situation, and our trucks are getting bigger, so we can go out with bigger loads, and everything's getting bigger in the corn drying business. Our goals were, again, to increase our storage, and working with Jeff Munzel at LPG NH3 and Apache Stainless, they helped us reach those goals.